Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I finally got Wun-dar. There's a long story behind Wun-dar, and this was one of the Marvel exclusives. And it does have a different card back, it just has art on the back instead of the regular information, but it wasn't done as a card which slips out of the plastic thing, which I wish they'd done. But yeah, I wanted this for ages. I'd thought of making one because, you know, it wasn't that hard to get an old He-Man that could be repainted, and to get the part from the black Zodak harness from one of the old sets. But I just didn't want to make one. There's something about making one. I could buy someone else's customs, but I wouldn't really like my own. So I've already opened this one. I've already cut it. It comes with a mini comic, which I've just spent time reading all the mini comics. And how easy is it going to be to get out? Okay. Usually if they've just got the rubber bands, you can get them out. If they've got the little ties, no. So yeah, so it's basically a repainted He-Man with brown hair and black boots and brown underwear and a black belt. And no one really knew where this came from for the longest time. We did work it out though, thanks to Spectre Creative. There was a letter that was found. The reason why he's called Wun-dar is he was sort of called the Wonder Bread He-Man because for a long time people thought he was made available through a special offer with Wonder Bread. What happened was he was made available as like a mail-in. If you bought a certain number of figures, you could send in and they'd send you a free figure. And it was supposed to be a new figure, and some mother whose boys were disappointed that they didn't get a new figure but a repainted existing figure of He-Man complained, so they stopped sending those out and they started sending out, I think, Man-E-Faces, and they gave the weapons that they made for him to Man-E-Faces, which is why some of the Man-E-Faces have the extra set of weapons that others don't. And then they gave, I think, the stock away to people just to sell or use or whatever, or do their own offers or whatever. And it did eventually go to someone who did a Wonder Bread offer, which is where that came from, because someone had seen it done through that. So he's known as Wun-dar, and he's been put into canon now. And I always wanted one. I'm glad I got it. It's basically just a repaint of the, you know, the Origins He-Man with the new head. The original head, not the old head, but that was the second head, so it's sort of the new head for them. Now weapons. I'm sorry for my shaky camera, but it's propped on a chair that I'm kneeling on, so if I can't move or it moves. It's the only way to get the angles right. So these, I think, are the weapons that he originally came with, but they were in a maroon colour. But I thought there was a shield. Yeah, so he's got random gun, random axe, which could go with one with a claw, and sword, which I think actually was one of the ones from Castle Grayskull. So look at the mini comic. I guess it's the usual 6 pages. Oh no, 8. Oh, just wait, it's going to be 10 pages. 10 pages, that's the longest one so far. Very happy about that. Okay, there's nothing really to compare him to unless I want to look at one of the other He-Man. So the main differences is the original Wun-dar, of course, had the same open hand with the longer, whatever that is, on his arm. And the weapons are actually different. He originally came with a maroon Castle Grayskull shield, sword, mace, axe, without the extra little, whatever this is, around there. Didn't have that. And it was the gun that also came with like web store and that. So that's the main differences. So here we have the classic He-Man from the Origins line, and as you can see, it's the exact same figure, except the hand is different. He's got 2 closed fist hands to hold the weapons, whereas this He-Man, and of course the original He-Man, had an open hand, which was to hold the shield. And I thought Wun-dar came for shield, so now I'm thinking about that and wondering, should it... I need to check that out now. But that's basically it. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.